Do you know that uncomfortable feeling when someone around you isn't wishing for your success? That chill down your spine when you receive a compliment that feels fake, or those small actions that make you question someone's true intentions. In a world where appearances often hide reality, it's vital to develop the ability to discern between what's genuine and what's fake. It's not always easy to identify envy and falsehood, especially when they are cunningly disguised behind smiles and encouraging words. But the ability to recognize them can be your greatest defense against those secretly wishing for your failure. Today, you're going to learn how to read between the lines and decipher the hidden code of envy and falsehood. Believing in this ability can be a true turning point in your personal and professional life. And as we prepare for this journey of discovery, if you want to explore more revealing topics and inspiring content like this, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Make sure you're always one step ahead in the art of deciphering human complexities. Delving into the world of human emotions is a journey that requires courage, observation, and discernment. Two of the most disguised and complex emotions we can encounter are envy and falsehood. Today, we'll deeply focus on envy, that subtle feeling that can erode relationships and undermine the human spirit. Envy is a universal emotion experienced by people of all cultures, ages, and social classes. Essentially, it's the discomfort or distress we feel when we perceive that someone has something we desire, whether it's a material possession, a quality, a relationship, or recognition. But why do we feel this way? What triggers this avalanche of negative emotions that we often don't want to admit, even to ourselves? The origin of envy can be traced back to our primitive ancestors, struggling for scarce resources. One success could mean another's failure. This ancient programming still persists in our DNA, constantly making us compare ourselves to others. In our modern era, the proliferation of social media has amplified this feeling. Every day, we are bombarded with images of perfect lives, triggering endless comparisons. It's easy to forget that social media is just a filtered and edited snippet of reality. So how do we identify envy in ourselves and others? There are subtle signs that, when recognized, can shed light on this hidden feeling. First is excessive praise. It may seem contradictory, but often an envious person will try to hide their feelings with a flood of compliments. They may say things like, "I would love to have your life," or "You always have everything," trying to downplay their own achievements while highlighting yours. Another indicator is the tendency to minimize others' achievements. Phrases like, "Oh, but that was easy for you," or "I could have done that if I really wanted to," are covert ways of devaluing someone else's efforts and accomplishments. Sudden withdrawal is also a sign. If someone consistently avoids you after a personal success or achievement, it could indicate that envy is eating away at the relationship. It's important to understand that everyone feels envy at some point. The problem isn't the feeling itself, but how we handle it. Unresolved envy can transform into resentment, bitterness, and even hostility. Self-awareness is key. By recognizing and admitting our feelings of envy, we can start working to overcome them. Ask yourself, why do I feel this way? What am I lacking in my life that makes me desire what someone else has? Often, the answers to these questions lead us on a journey of self-discovery and personal growth. By confronting envy in our own lives, we develop the ability to identify it in others. And by doing so, we can choose to surround ourselves with people who genuinely wish for our success and happiness. Therefore, it's vital to understand that each of us has our own path filled with successes, failures, joys, and sorrows. Constantly comparing ourselves to others is a recipe for dissatisfaction. Instead, celebrate your own achievements, no matter how small, and allow yourself to feel joy for the victories of others. The true antidote to envy is gratitude. By cultivating a spirit of gratitude, we not only overcome envy, but also build a richer and more meaningful life. While envy is a feeling that arises from within, falsehood is a skillfully used mask to disguise intentions and feelings. A false person can be compared to a chameleon, adapting and molding to fit, often with ulterior motives. But why would someone be false? The reasons are varied: desire for acceptance, fear of rejection, intention to manipulate, or simply the inability to be authentic. In many cases, falsehood is a defense, a way to protect oneself from judgments or to hide vulnerabilities. To identify falsehood, we need to become keen observers of human nature. Here are some indicators to consider: inconsistency in words and actions, excessive flattery, gossip, evasiveness, and excessive competitiveness. Understanding the motivation behind falsehood is key to dealing with it. By recognizing that many false behaviors stem from insecurities or deep-seated fears, we can approach such individuals with compassion and empathy. However, this doesn't mean allowing falsehood to persist in our personal space. Protecting oneself from falsehood involves setting healthy boundaries. Learn to say no, trust your intuition, and surround yourself with genuine people. While everyone deserves understanding and empathy, it's not healthy to let others' negativity influence your well-being. In our journey to identify and address falsehood, it's also crucial to engage in self-reflection. At some point, all of us may have acted inauthentically out of fear, social pressure, or any other reason. Recognizing and correcting those tendencies in ourselves is as important as identifying them in others. In summary, falsehood is a complex web of insecurities, fears, and defenses. Untangling this web and protecting oneself from it requires discernment, self-awareness, and the courage to uphold standards of integrity in all our relationships. The journey of self-awareness and discernment helps us navigate the complexities of human emotions. Identifying envy and falsehood is more than a defense. It's a way to cultivate more authentic and enriching relationships. By surrounding ourselves with sincerity and understanding, we create an environment where true friendship and empathy flourish. Remember, life is too short to spend it in falsehood. Value genuine connections and protect your inner peace.